What if I told you the secret of life isn't hidden in some faraway place, or locked in a mystery you can't solve? What if I told you that the secret has been within you all along, waiting for you to uncover it? Let's start with the foundation, self-awareness. Knowing who you are, what drives you, and what lights up your soul is the first step to unlocking the secret. Take time to reflect, to dig deep, and ask yourself the tough questions. Who are you when the world isn't looking? Your answer to that question is your compass. The second piece of the puzzle is living with purpose. Life becomes extraordinary when you align your actions with your values and your dreams. Purpose doesn't have to be grandiose. It could be as simple as bringing kindness to those around you or as ambitious as changing the world. What matters is that it feels true to you. But life is not just about striving, it's also about appreciating. Gratitude is a magnifier of joy. When you focus on the blessings you already have, you create space for more. It's not about having everything. It's about seeing everything you have and feeling full because of it. Of course, life will test you. You will face storms that feel insurmountable. But here's the truth. Resilience is your superpower. The secret lies not in avoiding challenges, but in learning from them, growing through them, and using them to build your strength. Finally, let's talk about the power of connection. The people in your life, the ones who truly see you, are your greatest treasures. Invest in authentic relationships because life is richer when it's shared. The secret of life isn't a destination. It's a journey of self-awareness, purpose, gratitude, resilience, and connection. It's about showing up every day as the best version of yourself and embracing the beauty and the messiness of it all. The secret of life is not out there somewhere, it's right here. It's in your hands, your heart, and your soul. Go live it. Understanding who you are is the foundation of everything meaningful in life. The secret to unlocking life's greatest treasures begins with self-awareness. It's a simple concept, yet profoundly transformative. Think about it. How can you truly live a fulfilled life if you don't fully know the person living it? Self-awareness is more than just knowing your name, your job, or your daily routine. It's about understanding your inner world, your thoughts, emotions, strengths, weaknesses, values, and aspirations. It's about recognizing what drives you forward and what holds you back. It's asking yourself, who am I beyond the roles I play, beyond what others see? For many, this journey begins with silence. In our fast-paced world, we are often so consumed with external noise, the notifications, the expectations, the constant chase for success that we lose touch with ourselves. Take a moment to pause. Sit in stillness. Reflect on your day, your choices, and your feelings. Ask yourself why you react the way you do in certain situations. Why do you feel joy in some moments and frustration in others? These reflections are not just idle thoughts. They are clues to your true self. Knowing yourself also requires honesty. And let's face it, honesty can be uncomfortable. It means acknowledging your flaws and owning your mistakes. But here's the beauty. Self-awareness is not about judging yourself. It's about understanding yourself with compassion. When you see yourself clearly, you stop pretending to be someone you're not. You stop chasing goals that don't align with your true desires. And, perhaps most importantly, you begin to accept yourself as you are, imperfections and all. Part of self-awareness involves identifying your values, the principles that guide your decisions, and give meaning to your actions. What do you stand for? What do you believe in? These are not trivial questions. They are the roadmap to your life. When your actions align with your values, you feel a deep sense of integrity and peace. When they don't, you experience unease, even if you can't pinpoint why. Another critical aspect of self-awareness is understanding your passions. What lights you up? What makes you lose track of time? These are the things that fuel your spirit and give your life energy. But discovering them requires exploration. Try new things. Step out of your comfort zone. Pay attention to what excites you and what doesn't. Your passions are often revealed in the activities that feel both challenging and exhilarating. Equally important is understanding your limitations. No one is perfect, and pretending otherwise only leads to burnout and frustration. When you know where you struggle, you can seek help, delegate tasks, or simply give yourself grace. Self-awareness isn't about being perfect, it's about being real. Self-awareness also extends to understanding how you interact with others. How do your words and actions affect the people around you? Do you listen more than you speak? Do you react impulsively, or do you respond thoughtfully? When you understand your patterns of behavior, you can start to make conscious choices about how you show up in relationships. But let me emphasize something. Self-awareness is not a one-time achievement. It's a lifelong journey. As you grow and experience new things, your understanding of yourself will deepen and evolve. What mattered to you at 20 might not matter at 40, and that's okay. The key is to stay curious about yourself and open to change. Self-awareness is a gift, not just to yourself, but to the world. When you know who you are, you bring your authentic self into every situation. You make decisions that align with your values and passions. You build relationships based on honesty and trust. And perhaps most importantly, you live a life that feels true to you. The first step to uncovering the secret of life begins with turning inward. Know yourself, trust yourself, and watch as the world begins to align in ways you never thought possible. Living a life of purpose is one of the most profound ways to experience fulfillment, joy, and meaning. But what does it truly mean to live with purpose? It's not simply about having goals or checking off items on a to-do list. It's about aligning your life with something that matters deeply to you, something that gives every action, no matter how small, a sense of significance. Purpose is the compass that guides you through the complexities of life, keeping you grounded even when the path gets rough. Purpose is deeply personal. It isn't something dictated by society, your family, or your peers. It's a reflection of what resonates within you, the values, dreams, and passions that light up your soul. For some, purpose might involve creating art or building a business. For others, it could mean raising a family, helping others, or protecting the environment. Whatever it is, your purpose doesn't have to be grand to be meaningful. It simply has to be authentic to you. Discovering your purpose often begins with reflection. Take a moment to think about the moments in your life when you felt truly alive, when time seemed to stop, and you were completely immersed in what you were doing. What were you doing? Who were you with? How did it make you feel? These moments hold clues to what matters most to you. Living with purpose requires clarity. It's about asking yourself what kind of impact you want to make in the world. This doesn't mean you need to change the world on a massive scale. Small, consistent actions aligned with your purpose can create ripples that touch the lives of many. For instance, a teacher who inspires their students, a caregiver who nurtures their loved ones, or an entrepreneur who solves problems for others, all are living with purpose. The scale doesn't matter, the alignment does. But purpose isn't just about knowing what you want to do. It's about making deliberate choices every day to honor that purpose. This means prioritizing the things that align with your values and saying no to distractions or obligations that pull you away from them. Purpose demands focus. It requires you to be intentional with your time, energy, and resources. At the same time, living with purpose doesn't mean life will always be easy or straightforward. In fact, pursuing a meaningful path often comes with challenges. There will be moments when you doubt yourself, when the work feels overwhelming, or when you face criticism from others. But these moments are not signs that you're on the wrong path. They are opportunities to reaffirm your commitment to what truly matters. Purpose gives you the strength to persevere, even when the road is tough. Purpose also evolves. What gives your life meaning at one stage may shift as you grow and change. A purpose that once defined you might no longer feel relevant, and that's okay. Life is a journey, and so is your sense of purpose. Staying connected to your inner self and being open to change allows your purpose to grow alongside you. Living with purpose isn't just about personal fulfillment, it's about contribution. When you align your life with something meaningful, you naturally create value for others. Whether it's through your work, your relationships, or your presence, living with purpose creates a positive ripple effect. You inspire others to reflect on their own lives and consider how they, too, can live with greater intention. It's important to remember that purpose doesn't have to be perfect. Some days you may feel disconnected or unsure. That's natural. What matters is your willingness to come back to your purpose, to remind yourself of why you're doing what you're doing, and to take the next step forward no matter how small. A purpose-driven life is not something handed to you. It's something you cultivate, moment by moment, choice by choice. When you live with purpose, you wake up each day with a sense of direction and a deeper connection to the world around you. And that, perhaps, is one of the greatest secrets of life. Gratitude is a simple yet transformative practice that has the power to shift how we experience life. It's often said that happiness isn't about having everything you want, but about appreciating what you already have. Gratitude is the lens through which we see the abundance in our lives, even when things aren't perfect. It's not just a fleeting emotion, but a state of being, a way of living that can fundamentally change your perspective and, in turn, your life. At its core, gratitude is about recognition. It's the act of acknowledging the good in your life, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. The warm smile of a stranger, the beauty of a sunset, or even the comfort of a good meal, these are moments we often overlook in our busy lives. But when you take a moment to truly notice and appreciate them, you begin to see life in a richer, more vibrant way. One of the remarkable things about gratitude is how it rewires your mind. When you consciously practice gratitude, you train your brain to focus on the positive aspects of your life. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it's about balancing your perspective so you're not consumed by negativity or lack. Over time, this shift in focus can lead to a profound sense of peace and contentment. Gratitude also has a way of amplifying joy. When you take the time to appreciate what you have, you're able to savor life's blessings more deeply. Think about the last time you truly felt grateful. Maybe it was a moment with a loved one, a personal achievement, or a simple act of kindness. Did you notice how that feeling of gratitude seemed to magnify the experience, making it feel even more special? This is the power of gratitude. It doesn't just add to your happiness, it multiplies it. Beyond enhancing your own sense of well-being, gratitude also strengthens your relationships. When you express gratitude to the people in your life, you create a deeper bond with them. A simple thank you can go a long way in showing someone that you value and appreciate them. This not only makes the other person feel good, but also fosters a sense of connection and trust. Gratitude reminds us that we're not alone, that we're part of a web of relationships that enrich our lives in countless ways. Gratitude is especially powerful in times of difficulty. It might seem counterintuitive to feel grateful when you're facing challenges, but this is when gratitude can be most transformative. By focusing on what you still have rather than what you've lost, you build resilience. You remind yourself that even in the darkest moments, there is light to be found. Gratitude doesn't erase pain, but it provides a foundation of hope and strength that helps you move forward. Practicing gratitude doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as keeping a gratitude journal, where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. It could be taking a moment in the morning to silently reflect on your blessings, or ending your day by expressing thanks to someone who made a difference in your life. These small acts might seem insignificant, but their impact is profound. Gratitude is not about comparing yourself to others or feeling lucky because you're better off. It's about fully inhabiting your own life and appreciating it for what it is. When you focus on gratitude, you shift from a mindset of scarcity, thinking about what you lack, to one of abundance, recognizing all that you have. Gratitude is one of life's greatest secrets. It costs nothing but gives so much. It's a practice that can bring more joy, peace, and connection into your life, no matter your circumstances. The more you practice it, the more you'll find to be grateful for. And as you cultivate this habit, you'll discover that gratitude is not just an emotion. It's a way of living that transforms everything it touches. Embracing change is one of the most profound lessons in life, yet it is also one of the most challenging. Change is inevitable, and no matter how much we try to resist it, life continuously moves forward, bringing new experiences, challenges, and opportunities. The secret to navigating life's ups and downs lies in not only accepting change, but also embracing it as a vital part of growth. Change often feels uncomfortable because it takes us out of our routines, our comfort zones, and the spaces where we feel safe. It forces us to confront the unknown, to adapt to new circumstances, and to let go of what no longer serves us. But within this discomfort lies immense potential. When you lean into change, you open yourself up to possibilities you may never have imagined. You discover strengths you didn't know you had, meet people who inspire you, and gain experiences that shape your perspective in meaningful ways. The first step to embracing change is shifting your mindset. Instead of viewing change as something to fear or resist, see it as an opportunity for growth. Every change, whether it seems positive or negative at first, carries the potential to teach you something valuable. It may push you to develop new skills, deepen your resilience, or clarify what truly matters to you. For example, a career change that feels daunting at first might lead you to a more fulfilling path. A personal loss, while painful, may teach you the importance of cherishing the people and moments in your life. It's also important to recognize that change doesn't always happen in big, dramatic ways. Sometimes it comes in the form of small, gradual shifts, new habits, evolving relationships, or subtle shifts in perspective. These changes might be harder to notice, but they are no less significant. Over time, they can lead to profound transformations in your life. By paying attention to these small changes and embracing them, you allow yourself to grow in ways that feel natural and sustainable. One of the keys to embracing change is flexibility. Life rarely goes exactly as planned, and clinging too tightly to a specific vision can lead to frustration and disappointment. Instead, practice adaptability. Be open to new paths, new ideas, and new ways of thinking. When you approach change with an open mind, you're better equipped to navigate the unexpected twists and turns that life inevitably brings. Another essential aspect of embracing change is letting go. Change often requires us to release what no longer serves us, whether it's old habits, limiting beliefs, or even relationships. Letting go can be painful, but it creates space for new opportunities to enter your life. It's like pruning a tree by cutting away the branches that no longer thrive. You allow new growth to flourish. Change also teaches us the importance of being present. When life is shifting around you, it can be tempting to dwell on the past or worry about the future. But the truth is, the only moment you have control over is the one you're in right now. By focusing on the present, you can approach change with a sense of curiosity and gratitude. You can appreciate the journey rather than fixating solely on the outcome. It's worth remembering that you're not alone in facing change. Everyone experiences it, and it's a universal part of the human experience. Sharing your journey with others, whether it's a trusted friend, a mentor, or a community, can provide support and perspective. They can help you see the opportunities in change that you might not have noticed on your own. Finally, embracing change requires patience and self-compassion. Growth takes time, and it's okay to feel uncertain or even scared. Be kind to yourself as you navigate new territory. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and trust that every step you take is bringing you closer to a richer, more fulfilling life. Change is not something to be feared, it is something to be embraced. It is the doorway to growth, to discovery, and to becoming the person you are meant to be. When you lean into change with courage and curiosity, you unlock the true potential of life itself.